I just decided one night that I wasn't leaving the shop until I'd figured that out.
I know a lot of guys want to get better, but they don't want to take the time to get better.
We subbed out our flat roofing, and all we do in-house is our steel. And like I said, we had 13 guys at one point. That's probably really close to the number that you came and met when you trained them. And we knew, like, basically instantly who was going to be in love with the steel.
I do remember that training, and I do remember, some guys just kind of stay around the fringe, but then there's guys who really just want to get in there and get hands-on, right? Yeah. And I think it's awesome. It's really, when you see that happen, you're like, it's really interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it keeps me at the shop most nights. We've had several versions of our training board. I've got jigs right now made up in the shop for our pipe flashings now out of steel. All stuff that I learned on your channel. We make our pipe on the break the exact same way you taught on your channel. I make a jig to the pitch of the roof. I bend up a panel. I place that on the jig so I've got the pitch right, and solder it and paint it. And that's what we're doing with our pipe flashings now. I just decided one night that I wasn't leaving the shop until I'd figured that out. And as soon as you started putting out videos, I was doing wall abutments. I just had a bench.
I know a lot of guys want to get better, but they don't want to take the time to get better. They'll just add way too much time to what we already take a lot of time to do. And I see it a lot in the Facebook groups, and I see it, and it's just this focus on all this time that it's going to take. I'm going to put that question to you, like, in terms of time, right? I know it takes longer, but just expand on what your perception of time savings versus taking longer and all that stuff. What are your thoughts on that?
So because we're a business, we have to balance production with things that we do that are considerably over and above the kind of the industry standard. I mean, if you take a look at the general industry standard, it's J-trim everything. It's just chop it off at the eaves. A WUCO'd cable detail, maybe. Guys are still using a box trim over top of just a raw edge. So the way we looked at it was, let's introduce something. Do one thing over and above industry standard. Then we work that into our system so that it is it's just normal. We can do it as fast as we could do anything else. We figure out how to make that detail happen quickly. We do a lot of stuff on the ground before the panel is even passed up. And we figure out how to make that detail work the same every single time. And then on the next one, once that's just our baseline, we bump up another notch. And now we're, this much above the industry standard. And we just keep doing that.